Hello traders, welcome to Trade Forex with Gabe, and this is the weekly Forex forecast, January 30th to February the 3rd. Today we'll be looking at best market setups and economic events from last week and how it will impact for this week. So first off, let's jump into the economic calendar and look at the economic setups from last week and see the ones for this week also. So last week we had the German flash PMI, but most importantly, the key event from last week was the Aussie, the CPI data that came out hotter than expected. And also we had the interest rate decision coming out from Canada. So these were the major key events from last week. As you know, we still haven't gotten much volatility into the Forex market, but hopefully all that will change in this week. So in this week, from Monday 30th, Tuesday, pretty much a clear economic calendar, except for New Zealand. We'll have some employment change, unemployment rates data that will be coming out. And then on Wednesday, we expect to see volatility in the market coming into the as market trickles down to FOMC. But prior to then, we will be having the ISM manufacturing PMI and jobs job opening. So we have some outlook on the direction that FOMC may go, but when we get to the chart, I will show you, pretty much, because you really cannot predict if they're going to hike rates or they're going to, cut rates. Well, we will be looking at both situations as we analyze the market for the week. And on Thursday, we will be having, again, interest rate decision on pounds. And then we'll also have economic, interest rate decision also on the euro. So these major pairs, I will also be looking at how to trade it, because right now we really can't predict what direction they will go. So we will we'll look at the setups in both ways. And finally, on Friday, we have the NFP news. So probably this week we'll see much volatility in the market, and opportunities could begin to set up, because for the past 2 weeks, for some traders, you could see that the market has literally been flat. So let's look at the currency strength meter. As always, we want to know exactly what would be the best combinations leading up to the week. So Australian dollar coming out with the CPI data hotter than expected. It's coming out top on my list, followed by Euro, Swiss franc, and NZD. But then, don't forget, we have economic interest rate decisions coming out on Euro, on pound sterling, and then on the US dollar. So best setups for me are going to be pairs that had their biggest news from last week already out, which is Australian dollar and paired up with the Canadian dollar. Also, we have also paired up with Swiss franc, NZD. So we will look at those setups. So my top setups are Australian dollar card, AUD, Swiss franc, and then NZD card. The rest of the pairs, we will be looking at it, which is Australian dollar USD, Euro USD, USD card, Euro card, and GBP AUD. Now, these are all interest rate prone. We have to wait for the decisions so that we can react to them. So I'm not going to try to predict what the interest rate decisions will be, but rather the best take will be trying to react to what the decisions is going to be. So let's jump right in on the charts and see exactly what the setups are. Starting with the dollar index, so you can see pretty much for the last 2 weeks, we really haven't had much of a movement. It's just been sideways movement all the way. So all this will change as FOMC and NFP, take their toll on the market into the week. So my first setup for the week is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. With last week's CPI data, the Aussie is set up for more bullish rallies, because this is what I believe will be. So we could see price still making some correction into this breakout. You see the volatility, the momentum it used to break out. We had the first test, the second test, and Canadian dollar from the currency strength meter being weakest, one next to the dollar. You know, this is coming out top priority trade for me, leading up to the week. So my target will be to trade into the 0.9562 level. If you take this from the daily chart, you will see the bigger picture. Now, let me take you even down to the weekly chart. You'll see that we have gotten the breakout from this channel. So this breakout could see price rally all the way to 0.98031 level. But on the short term, this is the short-term goal, 0.9562 level. And if we see a breakout from this, then price, we believe price should rally up to the 9803 level. This target is coming from the weekly chart. So if you don't have the patience to wait all the way, then you trade intraday, okay? Next setup for me is the Australian dollar Swiss franc. Now, you see again, we have that structural breakout. You see price has begun to break away from the lower highs, lower lows. We're beginning to see price begin to form higher highs and higher lows. So this is in tandem with the currency strength meter, with Australian dollar coming out strong. Swiss franc just this week, I think about Thursday or Friday, just switched. You could see the score on Swiss franc is near term bullish to neutral. So with Australian dollar really being strong, with the CPI data, I believe Australian dollar will outperform the Swiss franc. So I'm still bullish on this. And you can see that this is even supported by the structures in the market. So we have a breakout, a key major breakout. Let me give you the levels. Some of you would like to indicate, you know, my charts on your parts. We have that breakout around the 0.6469 level. So on the short term intraday, I would like to see price make some correction, then rally up into the 0.6620 level. But if you want to trade the channel long term, this still has a long way to go, which is well, it all culminates to the 6620 level. Now, my next trade is NZD card. I'm not so this is not coming out top priority, although I put it to the left side of my best setups for the week. I will be looking to be bullish on this. NZD is on the bullish side, yes, and Canadian dollar is still weak, owing to the interest rate decision that came out last week. So, looking at some bullish setup, of course, the market right now is structured to the upside, yes. So I would like to see price rally up to the upper boundary of this channel, okay? So if this could happen, you could be conservative on this. It's just 50 pips, but the main trade will come when we see a breakout from this channel, all right? So you could target that rally up to the bigger boundary of the channel, which will correspond to the 0.8805 level, okay? So those are my three best setups for the week. And now let's look at the trades that will be affected by interest rate decisions, starting with the Aussie US dollar. Now, Aussie US dollar strong. So on this note, I would like to state that on this pair, I will be looking at the dollar in a case the interest rate decision comes out weaker than expected, meaning the dollar is weak. Now, this will be the best setups to trade in a case we have a weaker dollar. So that is Australian dollar shooting up, breaking above this tested resistance, okay? And the target will be the 0.7280 level. Let me give you the bigger picture on that. So this is it. So we've been trading this pattern for a while now. We got the first target. We also got to the second target. My third target on this breakout from this channel is the 0.7280 level. And you can see how that is just playing out even with the currency strength meter. Now let's look at the next one on dollar. Okay, we have two interest rate decisions on both dollar and the euro. And on this pair, I'm still looking at, in a scenario we have a weaker dollar, then I will be looking to go long on this particular pair. So my target will be to be reactive, not to be predicting, okay? Not to try to predict it. So my best trade will come when we see a breakout from this channel, okay, when we see a breakout from this channel, then I will be looking to target the 1.10010 level. On the note that dollar gets weak and euro breaks out on from this channel, okay? And last dollar pair based on FOMC will be US dollar CAD. And this particular pair is, I'm looking at it from the scenario that we have a stronger dollar. You know, we already have Canadian dollar weakness. So if the news comes out to be positive after FOMC, then this will be my best play for the week. I will be looking to go long on USD CAD, and any breakouts, you see already we're having like a falling wedge on this on this setup. After the falling wedge, if we see a breakout from here, then I will be targeting to the upper boundary. And if we have a breakout from the upper boundary, of course, guys, you already know how I trade the channels. Just get the distance of the channel, and you have your long-term play in that direction. Okay. So we'll look at that FOMC. Nothing to be predicting about that particular news. Now let's go switch on to euro pairs in a case we're having, because we have euro interest rate decisions also coming out this week. Now, but I see a very nice setup already. We have a double top, and we already see a breakout from this. So one thing I can say is we definitely, this is a double top. So I'm expecting price, whatever happens, at least to get to 1.4405, because this will be the target for having a breakout from a double top pattern. I don't know if you can't see it yet. This is a double top pattern. So this is either the neckline here. You can use any of them. This is the next neckline. So this is the double top pattern. So price could give us something like this, make a retest from the breakout point, and then give us this target. So it's about 112 last time I measured, yeah, 125, yeah, around that, about 100 pips from the breakout point. So we see the target will be 1.4405, that's euro CAD. So this is just going to be a textbook play out, but will be affected by the interest rate decision. So probably price of market will price it in or whatever happens. But I just strongly believe that this technical pattern will play out either before or after the interest rate decision. And the last pair I will be analyzing for today is GBP AUD. And this will be coming in a case we have what do you call it, a weaker pound from the interest rate decision. Market is already structured to the downside. We see a retest. Let me take it to H1. So we see clean, nice retest of these breakout points. We had the momentum. So I believe this resistance will hold strong and price will try to break down. So guys, again, I'm not trying to predict what the interest rate decision will be. So in the case we have a weaker pound coming out from the Bank of England rate decision, I will be looking to short after the break of this key level. And my target will be the 1.72385 level. Okay, so as market returns, the new year volatility returns into the market, more and more opportunities will present themselves. And I'll always be here to break down the market for you. So if you like or enjoy this video, don't hesitate to click the like button and maybe click the bell button, okay, to always get alerts. So this year, there will be so much content about my trading strategies, about some secrets you never heard about in the Forex market. So this year it's filled, loaded with a lot of content. So don't hesitate to like this video. Don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for today for watching. Have a great day and trading week. Bye-bye.